We all know the iconic theme tune, the classic 1980s hairstyles, the glamorous wardrobe, those stinging one-liners, the hilarious continuity fails that you have to overlook because you love the girls so much. I speak, of course, of the Golden Girls.
Everyone knew you would see the biggest gift would be for me, and the card attached would say thank you for being a friend.
The iconic sitcom was created by Susan Harris and aired on NBC from September 14th, 1985 to May 9th, 1992, with a total of 180 half-hour episodes spanning 7 seasons. It accumulated 2 Primetime Emmy Awards, 3 Golden Globes, and each of the 4 leading ladies won an Emmy, making the series one of only 3 sitcoms ever to achieve this distinction.
Lovely, lovely. Let me say right away that, Lorne, I'll make this very brief. The 4 of us want to thank, because we all won.
The series may have been comedy gold, but it tackled some heavy issues that even the American First Lady wouldn't touch, like the AIDS epidemic.
AIDS is not a bad person's disease, Rose. It is not God punishing people for their sins.
You're right, Blanche.
Well, you damn straight I'm right.
Homophobia, ageism, sexual assault, Alzheimer's, and racism, to name a few. These 4 women helped America become comfortable with having these discussions in their own homes and helped pave the way for acceptance.
I'm quite fond of you.
They also proved that life doesn't end at 50, 60, or even 80, but it actually is just beginning. And it all took place under one roof. This roof, to be exact. Ironically, I live in Miami, where the show was based, but had to fly all the way to California, where the ranch-style house used for exterior shots is located. Nestled in the serene neighborhood of Brentwood, the house hasn't changed a bit. Which is kind of poetic, considering it was the only thing in the show that maintained a single continuity that never changed. While Blanche's daughter Becky perplexed us, and Rose's boyfriend Miles confused us, and Big Daddy downright made us do a double take. One thing above all else remained constant: the home and hearth itself. Let's take a look at some of the girls' most memorable moments under these skylights.
Pfeiffer, the P is not silent.
Mr. Pfeiffer, we're interested in arranging a funeral.
Isn't that lovely? The 3 of you planning ahead for Mother.
Hey, Pfeiffer, how would you like a punch in your face?
Can I ask a dumb question?
Better than anyone I know.
If you didn't sleep with any of the men in these journals, then how come it says bed on the cover?
Oh, that doesn't say bed.
Right there it does.
Oh, silly, those are my initials. Blanche Elizabeth Devereaux.
Your initials spell bed?
They got my jewels.
But I see they didn't get your cocaine.
Oh my God, Blanche has cocaine?
This is flour. I hid my jewels in the flour.
Why did you hide your jewels in the flour?
Because I didn't think they'd look there. What kind of robbers look in the flour?
That's the first place they look after the freezer.
The freezer's my other hiding place.
It's everybody's. The robbers know that. They don't even open drawers anymore.
Mama's jewels. I can never replace them. Oh, I'm just beside myself. And you ought to see the mess they made in there. They flat tore this place apart.
They were probably looking for drugs.
We have Maalox and estrogen. Now, how many junkies have gas and hot flashes?
Blanche, don't be ridiculous. I mean, I know he's your uncle, but
You have to realize that we're both adults and capable of a caring, warm relationship.
How was the sex?
So good we named it!
Just as Dorothy is synonymous with shoulder pads and Rose is most known for those crafty sweaters, the house also possessed a unique characteristic. The interior didn't match the exterior at all. There's been a lot of online debate over just how everything was supposed to fit into the facade, but we'll leave that for the keyboard warriors. This video is for the fans who could care less that an entire studio audience was expected to fit into Blanche's Asian-themed living room. Of course, it is worthwhile to point out that this may be the original house, but it was only used during Season 1. Touchstone Television is a subsidiary of Walt Disney Productions, and as the pilot was being filmed, the parent company was building a brand new film and television studio on the East Coast in sunny Orlando, Florida. The Disney MGM Studios would function dually as both a real production facility and a theme park. Part of the plan to include their guests in the magic of movie making was to have a backlot tour where they could see the exterior and interior sets used in their favorite films and TV shows. This led to the building of Residential Street, where all the famous facades you knew and loved from current productions were built, and in the case of the Golden Girls home, recreated down to the tiniest detail. The girls themselves even opened the new park and waved hello from their famous front door. The facade remained a must-see on the backlot tour well after the series ended, and the girls had moved on to the Golden Palace and beyond. The Orlando facade was torn down in 2002 to make way for a new attraction, leaving the original house a mecca for a whole new generation of Golden fans, like myself and my pal Tracy.
Hello. I'm here with my friend Tracy. And
it's fun.
It's lots of fun, and they're not calling the cops yet.
No, we've been here for a while, too.
Now, Tracy's very important to this mission, and I'm so glad that she's here with me because she actually was at a taping of the follow-up series,
Golden Palace.
Yeah,
yes.
Where Blanche sold this house, and they moved into a hotel, which was entirely on a backlot. Tell us a little bit about your experience.
Let's see, we were in high school. And we went to go see a taping of The Tonight Show. And I don't know why our chaperone said, yeah, when somebody said, you guys all want to get on a bus and go see a taping of a TV show. And so she just let a bunch of high school kids get on a bus. Nobody we knew. And we ended up going to see a taping of the Golden Palace, which was still pretty new then, but I knew what it was because I watched the Golden Girls all the time. And it was the episode. Now we're trying to remember exactly what was written on the pens that were the courtesy pens at the hotel.
Oh yeah.
But it was supposed to something like pen is courtesy of blah blah blah. But they didn't put the space between pen and is, so it said penis.
You remember those pens she ordered and she was too busy to check? Well, they came.
Rose, oh, my pen's got here. Oh, good. Now, Rose, isn't it classier to say pen is compliments from us to you?
Oh, real classy, except they left out the space between pen and is.
What a funny little typo.
It's more than a funny little typo. There are 32 guests in the hotel who have pins on their dressers that say penis compliments from us to you.
Courtesy of.
And of course, that was one of Blanche's faux pas as a business owner.
Of course. But I remember that joke, and Cheech Marin, and we were all just dying laughing.
Did you see Don Cheadle in that episode?
I think we did. Yeah.
So you saw one of the greatest members of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I did. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah. And of course, Betty White.
They were all there. It was great.
And how is it visiting this house?
I love it. I love visiting. I mean, I live here, and I don't do this enough. Like, to be able to visit all the places and the houses and take it for granted. So thanks for bringing this one up, Brandon. I'm glad we came. This was fun.
Me too. I'm glad we're committing a crime right now, being on their property. I'm actually standing on the driveway that Rose furiously drove up in that one episode, but actually it was just a car. I don't know, but yeah. But as you can see, there's the house, and I'll attach a whole bunch of video and pictures that I took in addition, but it looks pretty much the same, and it actually looks like it belongs in Miami because I live in Miami, and this is pretty much what every house in our block looks like.
Thank you for watching, and if you like this sort of thing, then head over to my pal Leslie Love's YouTube account and see all the famous movie and TV landmarks she visits. Who knows, you just might get inspired to visit one of your fave locations yourself, just like I did. Again, thanks for watching, and of course,
Thank you for